Hi everybody, Jessie here from jessiebanks.com and welcome back to another video. So for today's video, we are going to talk about watercolors for the first video of 2018. What I'm going to do is go through my favorite colors. So these are not necessarily the colors I use most often. If you would like that video, definitely leave a comment down below and I can get to that. But what this is these are colors that I love. These are like the ones that are odd and the ones you can probably mix or that are something a little bit different. They're not your standard like cobalt teal like this and that stuff. So these are kind of like special colors to me. They're my favorite colors, not my most useful colors. I hope that makes sense. It probably will as we get more into it. So I'm going to pour some water and we're going to start going through my favorite colors from 2018. Alright, let's jump into it. So first off, an honorable mention, because honestly, I can't find the tube of paint, and I'm really not sure where it's located at the moment, but Potter's Pink from Winsor & Newton. I'm sure all the Potter's Pinks are beautiful. I actually want to pick up the one from Daniel Smith or Schminke for my next ones, especially since I can't find this tube, but I love Potter's Pink. It's very hard to re-wet, so I like to use it fresh from the tube. But yeah, so that's my honorable mention because I can't find the tube. So we're going to kick it off. I'm going to go through them by brand, so they're not in color order or anything. So I'm going to start with my Schminke. I have a 48 half pan set of Schminke. I bought these paints 3-4 years ago. I saved for them for a very long time. But the color I'm going to pull out of here is called Hlio Turquoise. So this color is stunning. It is so deep and it washes out into such a beautiful color. I love this color. I use this color all the time. I do mix all of my watercolors together. I'm not a person who necessarily only paints with Daniel Smith when I'm using them, or etc, etc. That water was super dirty and I'm not sure why. But I love this color. Like, that color is beautiful. It re-wets super nice out of the half pan. I am going to order a tube of it because mine's for when mine runs low, but I really do love this color. Oh, that's why it's dirty. I didn't wash out that container when I was done. That's alright. We'll switch to another one. But, yeah, I love... Oh, look, I'm off screen already. I love this color. So, I'm going to pour some more color and grab a pen so I can write these down so you guys can see it. I'm apparently not on the ball. Alright, so I got that squared away. Here's our Schminke Helio Turquoise. That is made from PB16. I love that color. I think this color is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Use it in, yeah, like I said, almost all the time. So, moving on. This is my stone ground paint. These are handmade paints that are made in Regina, Saskatchewan. I love them. As you can see, I have quite the collection happening here. But I picked out 3 of these for you guys. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to put SG for stone ground. And the first one we're going to use is their Dioxazine Purple, which is my favorite Dioxazine Purple out of all the ones I have used. I love this one. This one's amazing, and I will repurchase it as soon as I run out because it is my favorite Dioxazine out of all the ones I have touched. And if you've been following my channel, you know I have quite the collection of watercolors. So, yeah, and I love this Dioxazine Purple. It is super rich, super vivid, it gets nice and deep, and it washes out beautifully. I lost my rag, found my rag. I'm a mess. I'm a mess, you guys. But yes. So that is their Dioxazine Purple. Next up, I am going to go into, it is called Armenian, oh, this is PV23, sorry. Next one is called Armenian Purple Ochre. I've never seen anybody with this color except for stone ground. I haven't looked into the pigment number a whole lot, so I'm really not sure if other companies make something and call it different. But this one is made from PR102. And again, it is called Armenian Purple Ochre. And I use this color when I do skin tones. Whoops, and I just splashed all over the place. When I watercolor skin tones and things for my fine art and for my cards. but it's got a lovely purple undertone, and it's almost like, it's almost like an E23 in watercolors. Like it definitely reads more purple as you wash it out thinner, as you can see there. Might be a little hard to see on camera. I will put still pictures over on my blog of all of these, but it washes out to more of a purple, but it's definitely got like that E04 look in its more mass tone. That one again is made from PR102. I really love that. And the last one I have from Stone Ground, it's called Vivianite. Now this one is a natural stone, so it doesn't really have a pigment number, but it is made from Vivianite stone. So Vivianite stone is named after John Vivian. It's found in peat bogs, and it grows on top of teeth and animal bones and human bones, I guess, if they're there as well. But it eventually replaces the bones, and that's what this color is made from. But wait till you see this thing. It is like blue and yellow, and I don't know. It's absolutely amazing. Like, I would think it's a mix of pigments, and it's not. But I hope you guys can see. I'm going to zoom in here just to make sure you guys can see. Oh, that's the wrong direction. To make sure you guys can see that undertone of the yellow happening in there. I think it's amazing. It's a heavy granulating color. It's not a color I was necessarily going to pick up for myself, but it is one that the owner of Framemasters Gallery, which is where the Stone Ground paints are made, talked me into, and I'm really, really happy with this color. I think it's amazing, and yeah, I love it. I love it, and it's so different from anything I've ever used before, which is kind of the point of this video, but yeah, super pretty color. So that is it for the Stone Ground colors. I'm going to clean this up and pull out the Daniel Smith list for y'all. Okay, so first up from Daniel Smith is this beauty right here. This is Quinacridone Coral. This is in the palette I created earlier this year that was on video on my channel. If I remember, I will link it in the cards right up here. It is made from PR209. It's Quinacridone Coral, so it's in the Quinacridone family. If I paint a flower, this color's on the painting. Like, it doesn't matter if it's in a tiny little form or in a large form. It makes it onto the painting. I'm just pulling it out of this palette because I have it in there, so there's no point in squeezing more of it out. But I love it. It's super bright. It's got kind of that corally orangey undertone to the pink, so it's not just pink, which is not a color I tend to use a lot, so I think that's part of why I like this one so much. It fades out into a beautiful gradient of pinks. I think it's gorgeous. I use it all the time. I know lots of other people love it as well. So yeah, I'm out of space. I'll be back. Okay, next up we have this one from Daniel Smith called Naphthamide Maroon. Actually, I got this color from Melanie Holt. She's on the Craft and Kimmy design team with me, and she bought this for me when I met her at Retreat in November in London, Ontario. We're doing that again in September this year. But she picked this one up for me, and I had taken her a tube of the original Quinacridone Gold, the PO49. So she bought me this one in exchange for it, which was super cool. I love this color. It's not one I would have ever thought to pick up for myself, but I now use it all the time. So I'm just going to put a little bit out. These dishes actually were her idea too. Dollarama in Canada has them, and you get 4 of them for like $2. So I picked up 2 sets, so I have 8. And I might grab a couple more. They're super, like, they aren't super deep. They're ceramic, and they're a really nice size. So I grabbed a couple of those, but yes, I'm going to just put a tiny little bit in there because I don't need a lot. Naphthamide Maroon. This one is made from PR171. And I love this color. I've been using it a ton since she picked it up for me. I reach for it all the time. It's a beautiful shadow color for like anything, which is great. I'm assuming it gets used in a lot of the places that like you would stick a Perylene Maroon, which I don't have. Not in Daniel Smith anyway. I did pick it up in M. Graham. It's not on this list, but yes. So that is Naphthamide Maroon. I know these are kind of funny to see with my lighting because this light There we go, that's a little better. It's kind of casting a shadow on it, but that's Naphthamide Maroon. Next on my list is another one here. This is Hematite Burnt Scarlet Genuine. This color is stunning. I saw Irene Landgraf had talked about it in one of her watercolor videos. And it's a brown, but it washes out to this pinky color. I love it. I used it in the flower card I posted earlier this week for Simon Says Stamp challenge that they do every Wednesday on their blog. I had used this in conjunction with Queen Coral actually on my floral card, and I'm in love with this color. I'm in love. Yeah, like I think it's really cool because you start out, and as you see it in the dish here, it's brown. Like it's a brown color, and it's just kind of like a very warm brown. But as you add water to it and wash it out, it becomes this beautiful peachy, pinky, tanny, like I love this. So I like this section of this color because it's like a peachy, brownie. I don't think the camera's picking it up correctly just from what I'm seeing, but it's gorgeous. I'm not so much caring for the mass tone of that color, but I'm definitely really enjoying the gradiated wash of it. So now the next one is Wisteria. This was one of their new colors that came out in 2017. This is actually one that is made from titanium white PW6, quinacridone magenta, which is PR122, and it's got a lot of white in it, but I like it. I do. I think it's a gorgeous color. It's definitely like a convenience mix. I don't normally have whites on my palette, so to mix these types of colors is difficult because they have so much white in them, which also makes them more opaque, but it's so pretty it doesn't even matter. And I don't use white necessarily in my painting, but I'm not opposed to it when this is the color I get from it. Like, that is gorgeous. And it washes out really pretty, and I love it. And I love it. I'm going to clean this palette and be right back. We're getting near the end. I got 6 more to go. So I've got Aussie Red Gold here. This was another one that was introduced in 2017. It is made from PY83 and PR10 and PV19. So this one has 3 colors in it. So it is definitely a convenience mix because it is not a pure pigment. Oh, and it just exploded. That is awesome. Hang on, I gotta go find a pan for this. Okay, I got that all cleaned up, and I just stuck what splooged out all over the place just into a half pan here. But let's carry on. So it's a mix of 3 pigments, which is a lot of pigments in one color. But this color's so pretty that it doesn't even bother me. Like it's this beautiful sunshiny orange yellow, and it washes out into a real bright, but it's still like a super warm shade of yellow, and it's just gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Like they all are, but these are kind of like the oddballs that I really, really like. Anyway, on to the next one. The next one is going to be Piemontite? Piemontite? Is that how I say it? That's what I'm going with. So it's Piemontite Genuine. So again, this is a genuine stone. So it does not have a pigment number. It is made from genuine Piemontite or Piemontite. I'm going to say Piemontite because it's P-I-E. But your guess is as good as mine. Just put a tiny little bit there because I don't want to waste a whole bunch of paint, so I'm not out like putting giant blobs of color anywhere. I got Aussie Gold all over me from cleaning that up. Like I got orange stains on my fingers. It's fantastic, y'all. Fantastic! Anyway, let's roll that up so I quit getting it all over myself. back to Piemontite. So it is made from genuine Piemontite stone. It is gorgeous, as they all are. Oh, there's not enough water in that. There we go. It's another one that washes out into a real light color. Real like fleshy toned almost. I think it's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love them all. I just love watercolors, as we've all learned in the last year. But that's kind of where we are on that front. Next up is going to be Quinacridone Sienna. Whoa. Quinacridone. Don't go by that spelling. That was really, really bad. Quinacridone Sienna from Daniel Smith. These are all Daniel Smith, these last colors here. Like I said before. See, I'm babbling on now. So Quinacridone Sienna is made from, this one is from PO49 and PR209. So this is an older tube. So I am not sure now. I'm going to assume they make this with the new formula of Quinacridone Gold. And then they still add the PR209 into it. But this one is made from the original PO49. I haven't picked up a new tube of it to see yet. As you can see, this one still has a butt ton of paint in it, so I'm not in any hurry to do that. But this color is a beautiful orange. A beautiful orange. Like, look at that. Look at that orange, y'all. And I'm not like a big orange person, but I don't paint with a lot of orange, but I do use this one quite frequently when I am reaching for one. So that is Quinacridone Sienna from Daniel Smith. Again, I'm going to just clean this and we'll do one more round. Should get us through the last three colors. Okay, here we go. Rhodonite Genuine. This is a funny color. It is made from genuine rhodonite, of course, because it is one of their genuine colors. This one apparently changes color in the sun. I'm not even sure. I haven't tried it. I just know that it's really pretty to paint with. I use it on cards. I haven't used it in any of my fine artwork, so I haven't had to worry about that. But I find that that is gorgeous. Like, absolutely beautiful. Like I say about everything. I haven't found a color of watercolor that I don't like. So, you know, it's not hard to please me, apparently. Next up, we have Nickel Azo Yellow. This is my favorite yellow. Compared to every other yellow ever, this is my favorite yellow. This color can get deep and moody, and it can wash out into some beautiful, oh, that was quite a bit. Some beautiful, bright, and vibrant colors. This one is PY150. So this is one of the colors that is regularly used in the new versions of Quinacridone Gold, and I think it's for the exact reason that I love it. Because of, in its mass tone, oh, I didn't write out the name here, but I'll do it up here. In its mass tone, it gets so dark and rich like that. And then as you wash it out, it becomes super bright and lively. See how that changes so much? Like, it goes from such a moody color, and then it gets so lemony. And I just think it works so pretty, and I'm amazed at how it can have those two extremes of the spectrum from such a dark color into such a light, moody yellow. It makes me very, very happy. DS Nickel Azo Yellow. And finally, I have Sleeping Beauty Turquoise. Okay, this one is made from genuine Sleeping Beauty Turquoise. So you're painting with turquoise. This is an expensive arse paint. You pay a fortune for this color. Now, I love it. I think the color is absolutely stunning. I do find that it is a very heavy color. Like, it feels heavy. And I genuinely think that's just because it's turquoise. Like, you're literally painting with turquoise. You're not painting with pigments, you're painting with a stone, and it's just a heavy stone. But it feels and it looks heavy in the palette. But when you can do that with it, like, heck yeah. Who wouldn't want to paint with that? It's kind of like, I don't know, it's funny because I don't necessarily love how heavy the pigment is, but I do love the colors that come out of it. So it's kind of like trading one for the other, and I mean, I'm super happy I bought it, and I will use the heck out of this, and probably buy more when it's out. But it is a heavy feeling color, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. I have heard that Schminke has a color called Cobalt Green Teal, or Cobalt Green Turquoise, or Cobalt Green Turquoise. So it's not their Cobalt Turquoise, it's specifically Cobalt Green Turquoise. That is supposed to be a very similar color to this. I haven't used it, I haven't seen it in person. If you have it, I would love to know if you think that it's very similar to this or not. I do hope to pick up a tube in order to kind of test that for myself. I'll probably order it tonight, to be honest, just to make sure. We'll see. Maybe I'll check the bank account first. But I kind of want to compare it and see if it looks close enough and feels lighter than this one does to me. But yeah, so that is the entirety of my, what I would call, more original or unique favorite colors from 2018. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, definitely leave them down below. I am hoping to start into my watercolor series again that I kind of did for like a month and a half or whatever, and tapered off from, of going through individual colors and mixing them and sharing all of that with you guys. But yeah, I will have links to all of these down below. Affiliate links where they're possible. It helps out my channel greatly if you use those. I do take all of that money and invest it back in. If you don't, that's perfectly fine too. Like, don't feel obligated by any means. So I will see you guys very soon in another video, and I love you all. Bye for now.